Please adhere to YouTube's selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alright, so today I'm going to be day drinking and wearing a hat at 4 p.m. on a Friday afternoon. Why? Well, because today I want to drink some alcohol, and I want to have an excuse to drink some alcohol. I couldn't really think of any excuses to drink any alcohol today, in all honesty, so I was like, well, you know what? It's currently Friday afternoon. I'm currently wearing a hat. And, you know, if I make a video, I can probably use that as an excuse to have some alcohol, to day drink a little bit more so than not. Hence the title of this video, and hence what I'm doing today. I just want some alcohol, in all honesty, and it's really as simple as that. And as a whole, I'm looking forward to drinking some alcohol, and I'm looking forward to, day drinking and wearing a hat at 4 p.m. on a Friday afternoon, I will acknowledge. Even though it is significantly cold on this Friday afternoon. It's currently like 35 degrees out here right now. I should probably go ahead and get to drinking pretty quickly before it gets any colder, and my alcohol freezes. That wouldn't be very good. Today I have myself a can of the White Claw Surge Blood Orange 8% hard seltzer. This is a tall boy can. It is 568 milliliters or 19.2 fluid ounces. That's pretty big, I'll acknowledge, and it's also 8%. I'm thinking, without a doubt, this stuff is gonna get me a buzz, but will it actually be any good? That I don't know, because I've never actually had a White Claw Surge before. I've drank White Claw, normal White Claw, before and had mixed results. Some of them I don't mind, some of them I absolutely despise. I'm hoping that this will be one that I enjoy much more so than not, but there's only one way to find out, and that's to actually crack it open and actually get to drinking at 4 p.m. on a Friday afternoon. But before I go and crack it open, I want to talk about my hat real quick. We've got this black hat right here, and I think it goes pretty hard. You know, it just says, I was sober for 11 years, then I turned 12. I gotta admit, I think this is probably the ultimate hat to wear while you're day drinking, frankly put, and we could see some of my hat here as well. But now that I've covered the hat, and now that I've covered what I'm going to be drinking today, and now that I've covered why I'm making this video today and why I wanted an excuse to make this video today, or to just drink some alcohol today, and how I'm using this video as an excuse to drink some alcohol today, now that I've covered basically everything I wanted to cover for the intro of this video, I think it's time for me to go and get to drinking. So, yeah, let's go and crack it open, and let's smell it, and then take a sip. Oh man, it's so cold out here, and my fingers, oh man, they are really not appreciating it. I'm probably gonna have to get some gloves out in a few minutes, high key, not gonna lie. But, cracking it open, very satisfying crack open, I'll acknowledge. Just go and smell it real quick. This smells straight up like Orangina. It literally smells like Orangina. I think that's the right way of putting it. Orangina, that's like an orange like soda brand, right? This straight up tastes like Orangina, or like European Fanta. This actually smells pretty good. Did I say taste? I haven't taken a sip yet. This smells really good though. Yeah, it smells literally like Orangina or like European Fanta. It smells fantastic. Well, let's take a sip and find out how my first ever White Claw Surge Blood Orange 8% alcoholic beverage is, and let's go ahead and just in general get to day drinking at 4 p.m. on a Friday afternoon in a public park, because yes, I am in a public park and I forgot to mention that. Without further ado, let's go and get to day drinking. Yes sir, you know what I'm saying? It's not quite as sweet as I thought it was gonna be. Like, makes sense, there's only like 3 grams of total sugars in it. But yeah, honestly, not half bad. Genuinely, really not half bad, in all honesty. It's not nearly as sweet as I kind of envisioned it was going to be based off of the smell, but it's very much that of like, just, excuse me, a little bit of a burp already. It's very much that of a sort of, I would have to say, just sort of mild, carbonated water, sort of slightly orangey flavor, with a little bit of sugar going on in there. Really not much at all. It's just really like just slightly sweet carbonated water with a little bit of orange in there kind of thing. And it's definitely blood orange. No, overall, I'm like, I gotta admit, the White Claw Blood Orange, the White Claw Surge Blood Orange, I mean, like, honestly, not bad at all. Not bad at all. I really can't taste any of the alcohol in there. I'm not getting any sort of aspartame or sucralose like flavor, I'd have to say. What are the actual ingredients? Does it say what the ingredients are? It says purified carbonated water, alcohol, natural flavors, cane sugar, citric acid, sodium citrate, and that's it, really. There's not actually a lot of flavors at all. Or not flavors at all, sorry. There's not really a lot of ingredients at all. And they actually do use cane sugar, not like sucralose or aspartame or anything like that. So you don't get any of that sort of fake sugar taste like you do from some other alcoholic beverages these days. Man, honestly, I'm kind of impressed. I am honestly kind of impressed. I think this would be a little bit better if it was a little bit sweeter, like maybe like 3 more grams of sugar, but honestly, I really shouldn't be complaining though, because I'm not really one for alcohol with a ton of sugar in it. And that's really been like my main complaint about like a lot of hard seltzers, is that like a lot of them have like tons of sugar. And so it's like I'm drinking, and then like after I have one drink, I'm like so tired I don't want to drink anymore, because the sugar has hit me so hard when combined with the alcohol that I just don't want to drink anymore. Which kind of, well, just wipes all the fun out of it. Whereas this, on the other hand, there's barely any sugar in it, so it's just going to be the alcohol getting me good. Hopefully, not the sugar. No, honestly, yeah. The White Claw Surge Blood Orange, 8%. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. And you know, I would have to say this is probably one of the closest drinks you can get to an American, like, 9% strong zero right now. One of the closest drinks I've tried to that idea, from the United States market at least. Besides like the name brand Strong Zero, of course. But yeah, overall, pretty solid in my personal opinion, and it is extremely easy to drink. It really doesn't taste like there's honestly any alcohol in there. There's like maybe the tiniest tinge where you can tell it's like hard seltzer versus just normal seltzer water, but it's really not significant, and honestly, it's pretty hard to tell that there is any alcohol in there. I'm sure it'll become more prevalent at like the bottom of the drink when I'm like trying to take like the last few droplets out of the can and everything like that kind of thing, but at the very beginning, you really can't tell that it has alcohol in it. It really is just that easy to drink. Nah, solid, genuinely. Very solid. I have no complaints on my behalf, none whatsoever. And I gotta admit, it's a beautiful day out here, and the buzz is already starting to hit. I know y'all can't see too much of the background behind me and everything like that. We got this tree over here, but man, take a look at those clouds. Man, you know what? I might position the camera like this actually, because this is so much of a better view. Like, look at those clouds. Those clouds are beautiful. They're so gorgeous. Let's see. There we go. I think I'll go like that, or like that. Yeah, we'll go like that. I'll just move everything over so it's not like all in frame. But yeah, man, look at those clouds. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. And like, if we turn it this way, we could see sun's going down in probably like 40 minutes over there, kind of thing. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. It really is just beautiful. It is, besides the fact that it's like 35 degrees out here right now, amazing day drinking weather. Like, there's no breeze. The nature around me, the sky is beautiful. The nature around me is gorgeous. I'm hearing birds chirping, cars driving by, and overall it's just a great time kind of thing. This is just the vibe. The clouds are beautiful as well. I think I already mentioned that. But it is like 35 degrees out here. It is cold. It is quite chilly. I will not deny that. The high today was like 43, but that was at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's now like 4:32. So yeah, it's like 35 out here now. On the way here, I was driving, and like it was snowing earlier. I was like, why is it snowing? Like, that's really weird. That's so funky. And it wasn't sticking because it was like 40 degrees when it was snowing. But it was snowing, which like never happens. It never snows when it's like above 35 in my local area, but it was snowing anyway. And like I walked outside to like have one of these, and I was like, what? It's snowing right now? But I was driving around, and like the road's like all the way here were like completely dry. And I was like, all right, cool, we're all good kind of thing. We're chilling. Like, it's cold, but like I don't need to worry about like slipping and sliding all over ice because there's no ice on the road. It's all dry. But then I pulled into the park, and man, it must have just like snowed so much, or at least maybe started raining. It might have rained here actually, in all honesty. Or it just snowed hella, because like I was pulling in and I was like, the roads are just all wet. They're all wet. And I was like, okay, I gotta slow down because it might have frozen and I don't feel like sliding all over the place. Because, you know, I don't be buying no winter tires. No. I'd much rather spend that money on alcohol. That's what I'm saying. But I was like, man, I gotta slow down so I don't like start skidding on the ice and stuff like that kind of thing. And then I came over to this bench, and I was like, man, this bench is all wet. Like, yeah, this bench is all wet. Like, taking a look at the bench, like it's all wet kind of thing. Like, I dried it off right here. I dried it off with my little hand towel I have, which I will now have to wash because it is so gross now. This bench is so gross when you're actually wiping it. And like, it's outside and everything like that, so no surprise. But I wiped it off so I could sit down without getting water all over my jeans and stuff. Because it was just that wet, and I was like, man, what? It actually snowed or rained that much? I was like, my goodness, bro. I didn't think that was gonna happen, but it did. It did. Oh my god, my nose is burning because I just like coughed or sneezed, and then the burp, it like sent some burp air through, and then it just burned even more. Oh god. Oh my god, I think it's time for one of these, so I will have one. Let's see if I can get one out. Just like that. But I'm like, honestly though, even though it is like very chilly out here, there's no breeze at all. Like, usually in my area on like cold days like today, like there's a pretty decent breeze. So like, it will feel even colder than it actually is, even if it's not like freezing weather, in like 38 degree weather kind of thing. In like 38 degree Fahrenheit weather. Like, a lot of times we'll have like 5 to 10 mile an hour wind kind of thing. And so it'll feel like it's under freezing when it's actually not. And then when it's actually under freezing, it'll feel like it's in the 20s, even if it's not. But today, there's like no breeze. So it's like 35 degrees out here, but I'm straight chilling because I'm not moving. And there's no breeze. So like, it actually is just like really comfortable out here. It does help as well though. Like, I planned for this. I was like, it's cold today. I know exactly what I need to wear. So like, I might not be wearing a beanie or a gaiter or anything right now. I do have them in my backpack if I want to put my gaiter on or something like that, although I'm not taking this hat off. I don't care how cold my ears get. I'm not taking this hat off during this video today. But like, I'm wearing thermal socks with just, granted, my normal sneakers. I'm not wearing like boots or anything. But it's not like that cold. I have thermals on, and then I'm wearing I'm wearing thermal line jeans as well from, I think it's Eddie Bauer. Got them at the thrift shop a couple years ago. They have like a slight rip in like one of the pockets. Other than that, they're amazing and they're in perfect condition, and I love them very much, and they are super warm, and I wear them on cold days like today, and they're fantastic. And genuinely, I'm just chilling right now, mainly due to them. Yeah, the like thermal line jeans, so gas. And then like up top, I have like a Uniqlo thermal top, and then I have like a Carhartt like quarter zip like thermal mid layer, and then I have a hoodie on, and then I have this Columbia jacket on, which is really warm, and honestly, it barely takes up any room. Like, this is not a bulky jacket, but it is genuinely one of the warmest jackets I own. I don't know how it is, but it is. Fleece, because this is like a very pretty heavy pile fleece, I'd say. Fleece is so warm. Both of my thermal layers are made up of fleece. The only thing that isn't fleece is my hoodie, which I think is 100% cotton, also known as the material of death. But, you know, that's not going to scare me. I'm drinking alcohol and it makes me warmer, so why would I be scared of the material of death? But, like this jacket has like a layer on the inside. Let's see. It's that. Yeah, it's that layer right there. And that layer, I don't know what the hell they made it out of, but genuinely, no wind ever penetrates it. Like, it is literally a windproof layer. And this is the most windproof jacket I own. And it is genuinely the warmest jacket I own due to that. I don't know how it's so warm. Like, it's just like a random jacket that, like, I was given by a family member years ago, kind of thing. But it is the warmest jacket I own. I own Carhartt jackets. I own a bunch of other jackets that I love very much. Some of which are very warm. But when in the wind, they show that they do not have a windproof layer in them. And this one's just warm in general, just as warm as them, but it has the windproof layer as well, hence why it's my warmest jacket I own. I don't know how it is, but this thing is genuinely good up until like, oh man, like 18, 19 degrees Fahrenheit, like negative like 5 degrees Celsius kind of thing. And I've worn it in those temperatures before and been like chilling. Like, granted, I had my hood up, a beanie, and a gator on, and like gloves on and stuff like that kind of thing. But like, I was chilling in like that weather. It really is gorgeous out here, though. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I do need to grab myself a thumbnail at some point. Do I want to finish this off first and then grab a thumbnail, or do I want to grab a thumbnail right now? Might as well do it right now, right? Might as well. It's a tall boy can, let me tell you. This is a tall boy can, and it is getting me a buzz. It is getting me a buzz. I can say for sure, I don't care if it's getting dark, I'm chilling for quite a while after this. Well, bet. Hopefully one of those will do as a thumbnail for the video. We will find out. We will find out. Just chilling, though. Just chilling, honestly. I gotta stand up, though. I just want to stand up. But yeah. No, overall, like, just vibing, honestly. These jeans are so warm, though. Like, thermal line jeans are so goated. They're so expensive, though. Like, I know they're so goated, but I do not want to spend the money on thermal line jeans. I got lucky, though. These were $4 at a thrift shop. But, like, if I wanted to buy them new, they'd probably be over $100, which is too much for me to want to spend on pants. I'd much rather spend the money on alcohol, in all honesty. I would. And other products as well. Like these right here. That's what I'm saying. Now, honestly, though, I'm kind of impressed by the White Claw Surge Blood Orange. I mean, like, really, not bad at all. It's nothing insane. It's, like, for me at least, like, if I had to give it a rating, it's like a 7 out of 10. But, like, it's getting me a buzz. It doesn't have a lot of sugar in it, and it's 8%. It doesn't taste as good as, like, a strong zero from Japan. Don't get me wrong. It does not taste as good. But as far as, like, American alternatives go, this is one of the closest I've had so far. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I could see this being the new American Salaryman Special. That's for sure. especially for the price I paid. It was like $3.50. So really not bad at all. Really not bad at all. 50 cent. 50 cent. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm buzzed. I am getting quite buzzed. I'm gonna be chilling after this, for real. That 8% straight hitting. And just stubbed my cigarette out on the ground. It's all out. I'm gonna go and throw it away. Can't be littering, of course. You know, I might be day drinking, which is definitely no issue legality-wise. Definitely not, but I will not be littering. So, in the trash can it goes. No littering going on here. I quite like my spot, I'll acknowledge. I quite like my spot. And I don't feel any need to mess it up by littering all over the place at my spot that I like so much. So I'm not gonna do that. My hands are getting cold though. Really, excuse me. The only part of me that's cold right now are my hands. So I just put my hands in my pocket. But yeah, it is chilly. It is getting a bit cold. And the sun, yeah, I think it's all of a sudden like getting cold. And I think it's because the sun, it's not like down yet. Like the sun sets at like 5 and it's 4:44. We still have 15 minutes. But the clouds have kind of gotten a bit heavier. And so, and the sun's, it's also kind of gone behind the tree line now. Because there's a tree line over there. As we can see, there's a tree line. Oh man, it's beautiful over there. But it's gotten cold all of a sudden. It was already cold and now it's gotten colder. But thankfully, everything but my hands are chilling. Cause yeah, I'm just warm because I prepared for the weather. I prepared for the weather. And you know, when your goal is day drinking, and you want to have a good time outside in the cold weather, you gotta prepare for the cold weather. That's what I'm saying. I don't think I'd make it up north, though. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I don't think I'd make it in New York, or like Maine, or like Toronto, or something like that. I'd be outside trying to day drink, and I'd turn into a popsicle so fast. It would not work out for me. But, I'm glad that it is only this cold during the day in my local area, like not much of the year. Although it is a pretty cold winter this year in my local area. Like this is like I've had like no joke, like 70 degree, like 70 degree, like Christmases. Like that's like not abnormal kind of thing. I don't think it's going to be that this year because it's been an especially cold winter so far. Like usually we don't hit these temperatures until like January or February kind of thing. But we're getting them, and usually snow doesn't happen until like January or February, and we've already gotten like snow. Like they canceled school a couple days ago because it snowed, and I was like, what? I was like, what? In December? That's crazy. Not that they canceled school. That's not crazy. I know if y'all are from up north, if y'all are from Canada, if y'all are from like the Northeast or the North Midwest, and stuff like that kind of thing, or if y'all are from like just any northern or just colder area, if y'all are from the southern tip of Argentina, if y'all are from North China, or if y'all are from North Korea, or if y'all are from like Hokkaido and stuff like that kind of thing, y'all are used to cold weather kind of thing. And school don't close because it's cold and snow all over the roads and stuff like that kind of thing. But in my local area, schools close when it gets cold and schools close when it's snowing. Well, the school don't... I'm buzzed. Schools don't close when it gets cold. but they do close when it snows, because what happens in my local area is that it snows and then the next day it gets warmer and then that night everything freezes and then it turns into an ice sheet. And so then it's impossible to go anywhere, especially if they don't salt the roads, kind of thing. And there's a huge incident in like 2005 in my local area where literally it was like thousands of like kids that were at school got stuck at school overnight because the buses couldn't go anywhere. They were just sliding. And there was an incident like in like 2018 or 2019. No, I think it was like maybe 2016 or 2017. No, it was even before that. It was like 2015. Where this was even after they salted the roads. Like in 2005, they didn't salt the roads. That's what caused the whole incident, kind of thing. Like I grew up hearing about that incident in my local area. Like my parents got stuck on the roads and had to walk back, kind of thing. And they had to walk back home, which was kind of crazy. But oh yeah, in like 2015 or 2016, like they salted the roads, but it was still bad. And like on one of the roads in my local area, there's like hills upon hills upon hills, and it's just like up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, one of the hills turned into an ice sheet, and people decided we're gonna make it up it. And their car overheated, caught on fire, and burned in the middle of the road. So there's just photos of like a car burning in the middle of the road just because they overheated their car by trying to get up the ice sheet, by trying to get up the hill. Turned into a massive meme in my local area. And yeah. Cold weather and snow in my area, it does not go particularly well. So if it snows any more this year, excuse me, if it snows any more this year, it's gonna be wild, and especially if they don't salt the roads, which the last time it snowed here, which was like a couple days ago, they actually didn't salt the roads, which I was really surprised by, I'll acknowledge. Like the ABC store, they salted the front. Yeah, I went to the ABC store before it snowed. I was like, I'm not going out in the snow. Fuck that. I was like, hell no. I was like, I'm not risking my car in the snow, kind of thing. So I was like, I'm going to the ABC store the day beforehand. So I did. And they had like salted the front, but like all the roads themselves were like A-okay. Which I was like, what? I was like, what's going on? The ABC store salted the front of the store, but like the roads themselves aren't salted. I was like, that's too funny. That's too funny. Almost done with my drink though. I've got like probably a handful of sips left. I am just straight chilling though. Honestly, I'm just straight vibing. I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying just chatting, shooting the crap, you know what I'm saying? I got no complaints on my behalf. I took off my hat for a split second there, and my head got like really cold really fast, and I got hella hat hair. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Let's put that back on. So my head is no longer as cold. But yeah, it's getting chilly. It's getting chilly. The sun coming down. It's getting chilly, and I think I'm probably gonna finish off my drink in a minute because I'm ready to finish off my drink. I am. I've had a great time today, though. I have. It's been fantastic. You know, day drinking and wearing a hat in a public park at 4 p.m. on a Friday afternoon. Just day drinking and wearing a hat at 4 p.m. on a Friday afternoon. And drinking a White Claw Surge Blood Orange 8% ABV alcoholic beverage. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. Excuse me. It's getting cold. Oh, I might have to do that. Yeah, my ears are feeling a lot better now. It's getting chilly. I wasn't needing to do that for like most of the video, but it's getting cold enough where I'm like, okay, I need to put the hood up. It needs to happen, so I went ahead and did it. And I'm still wearing my hat. I just got my hood over my hat now. Big ball of moves, you know what I'm saying? Big ball of moves. We just straight pimping out here, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Straight pimping. Got the Caprice on 24s, you know what I'm saying? Caprices on 24s do go hard. They go crazy hard, I'm not gonna lie. Crown Vics on like 24s goes pretty hard as well. I saw a K truck on, I think it was 24s. Not like here, I just saw it online, kind of thing. And I saw a photo of it, and I was like, bro, that's awesome. I was like, a K truck on 24s? I was like, bro. Or it was a K van, it wasn't a K truck. It was a K van on 24s. And I was like, bro, that's... I was like, that's freaking epic. I was like, bro, what? A K van on 24s. It went crazy hard. Genuinely though, this is smooth even all the way up until the end. Like the flavor of the blood orange gets a little bit more intense at the end. The alcohol gets a little bit more intense at the end. But overall, exceedingly smooth. I gotta admit, I'm impressed by the White Claw Surge Blood Orange. I am very impressed by it. It has been overall very solid, very buzz-inducing, and very caloric as well. Because it's got 260 calories in it for some reason. I don't know how, but that's alcohol for you. But no, overall, just very solid. And overall, a 7 out of 10, in my personal opinion. Like, well worth trying. And, you know, I'm going to have to say it's one of the closest things I've had to, like, an American Strong Zero ever. Just going to go and throw it away real quick. No littering going on here. Just like that. And there we go. My drink is done. And, you know, since that was the only drink I had with me today, that's this experience. Do I have a buzz right now? Yes, I have a major buzz right now. Am I feeling good right now? Yes, I am. Am I a little bit cold? Not as much as I was 5 minutes ago, because I've been putting my hands in my pockets and now my hands are warm again. And did I have a good time today? Most certainly. I had not just a good time today, I had a great time today. Absolutely no complaints on my behalf, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video where I where I day drank and wore a hat at 4 p.m. on a Friday afternoon, of course, make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I had a great time making this video. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. And if you guys enjoyed watching, like, subscribe, check out everything in the description down below. And yeah, I think that's all I had to say. So to the next one, y'all, stay safe and peace, and have a great one.